It's Quail. Good day. I'm Shayli Robinson, a first-year Indigenous Studies student at Qwam College. This is my auntie, or in our way my Seatla, my grandma Sally Norris. We two, my Seatla and I, are Leexin. We're Hwalmuch. We're Hulkamino Mustimu. We are Coast Salish, and these are our stories. Sally began her life near an area known as Porlier Pass, at the south end of one of our traditional territories, presently known as Valdez Island. One day when she was a child, her father paddled her to Cooper Island. She was on her way to attend Cooper Island Indian Industrial School. Until she was 16, she spent the rest of her childhood at Cooper, away from her family save for summers and the brief visits her father was allowed to pay her at Christmas. While she was there, though, Sally managed something completely unexpected that was the exact opposite of one of many of the assimilation goals the residential school held. Sally held on to our Hulkamitan language. She had to. When she'd go home, she was going to a place where nobody spoke a word of English, only Hulkamitan. Like thousands of other Indigenous children, Sally was confused at school. At first, she didn't know what was being said to her, nor what to say back, and quickly learned that it was best to remain quiet unless presented with the opportunity to answer a question with a yes or no answer. And so she persevered and held her knowledge of Hulkamitan intact. Decades after she left Cooper's residential school, Sally decided it was time to teach the language to our Leexin members. She, with the help of two of my aunties, my Seatla Ronnie and my Seatla Brenda, set up Hulkamitan language classes in Victoria. I was 12 when these took place, and this was perfect timing for two reasons. The first involving ability to learn language. They say the younger you are, the easier it is to learn another language, and in our classes, this was proven true. As you get older and use your first language more and more, that language comes to dominate your linguistic map, and your brain is more used to the sounds produced by that language and ignores more foreign sounds. Because speaking Hulkamitan requires such vastly different uses of your mouth and produces uniquely different sounds than speaking English does, it makes complete sense that learning it at an older age is much more difficult than learning it at a young age. As a result, my 10-year-old sister and I were the stars of the class, speaking with much more ease than my mother, aunts, and older cousins. The second reason learning Hulkamitan at the age I did was perfect was because of what I was going through at that age. I was questioning what being native meant. What makes you native? I proudly tell my friends I was, but when they asked me what it was like, I didn't have much to tell them. I mean, sure, I'd been to a few powwows and some ceremonies in the bakehouse, but I didn't really know what it meant. Having something tangible, like speaking my native language and having it written down on paper and recorded to listen to at night, helped me through that identity phase so much. Seatla Sally taught us a song, which we call Lamit to Kwasin, and translates to See a Shining Star in English. The song became special to my sister and I, so much so that we would only sing it with our Seatla Sally. Unfortunately, after 3 short seasons of teaching these classes, Seatla Sally suffered a stroke, rendering the right side of her body paralyzed, thus breaking her ability to speak. She is one of the few of our community members who spoke the language fluently, and nobody with her knowledge was willing to take on the classes. And so they ended, in the classroom that is. At home, my mother, sister, and I were developing basic words into our everyday vocabularies. At Leexin's annual education ceremony in August of last year, Seatla Sally pulled me aside and asked me if my sister and I would sing the song with her at our upcoming Christmas party. I agreed, and a few months later we sang it with her, along with my 5-year-old sister. I was so happy, and proud of us that it brought some tears to my eyes, along with Seatla's eyes. Today, because Sally was able to resist against what the nuns and the priests wanted of her so long ago, I can speak bits of my language. I have a unique Hulkamitan dictionary, compiled of a basic alphabet, greetings, phrases, terms for family members, animals, places, food items, and so much more. So Haichka Siem. Thank you for listening to and watching mine and my aunt's story of resistance against residential schools.
Te kwasin li mutsau le mitten thele ni lunawa le te kwasin li mutsau le mitten thele ni lunawa. See a shining star, it seems so very far. Look deep within your heart, this is who you are. See a shining star, It seems so very far. Look deep within your heart. This is who you are.